Okay, hello, good morning. It's Tuesday. We are obviously live, unless you're watching the replay, then we're not live. Okay, because there's always that. It's 6:10 in the morning. Okay, simply simplify mostly your brain. Yeah, so I don't know. I like, wherever this comes from, I don't know. It just comes from wherever it comes from. But I was talking about meal prepping and like food prepping and doing all this stuff that I'm going to do today. And like naturally I started reflecting on, I started doing this meal prep and doing all this food prep and eating a lot healthier when I was 240 pounds and I was desperate to lose weight. So like whatever, it's not about that. But I was just thinking about where I've come and some of the frustrations that I've experienced and how simple I like to keep my meal prepping right now, because it's literally the easiest way to stay healthy is to just keep it super, super simple, right? But we're not going to talk about health. Don't worry, we're not going to talk about health. But I don't do anything crazy. I don't do anything elaborate. I don't do any crazy recipes. I don't do anything like that. I do sometimes. Sometimes I get the moment of inspiration and creativity, and I want to create a really amazing meal, and I'll do that. And I'll have leftovers, and I'll like have a food for the week or whatever. But most of the time, I keep things fairly simple. I find things that I really like, short ingredient lists, simple to make, not like 10 pages of instructions, things like that. I just keep it as simple as possible because I found that is what works for me. It makes it the easiest to stay healthy and to eat healthy things when I'm not having to put all this fucking work into doing it, right? All this work, it's so daunting, and and then you're like, oh man, I don't feel like doing it, and then you don't have anything to eat, and you just like start eating crap because you don't have anything to eat except for the stuff that's ready made or stuff that's like in your pantry that you just grab and you start like whatever. It's a disaster. So that's what I found works for me. Now, what I actually wanted to talk about is this simplification, how easy it is, how like it's just like it runs very smoothly because you're not doing all this extra stuff. Sometimes keeping it super simple, no matter what you're doing, is really the best way to do it. It's really the best way to do it. You can you can layer in the bells and whistles, and you can do all this stuff when you have those moments of creativity or the inspiration strikes. Absolutely. Go big, because you need to have that creativity in your life. You need to have that outlet because it's really, really good for you. It's really, really good for you. But if you're finding that you're stuck, or if you're especially getting in your head, because it's more about your brain, if you're getting in your head and you're looking at like all this stuff that you need to do, or then you start to blow things way out of proportion, you just say, well, I need to do this thing, but then I need to do all these other things, and this, and I have to do this and this and this, and then I have to do all those things, and then like you have this end goal over here, and you're like, I need to go there, but I need to do this, but then I have all this stuff that I need to do. Then you start to overthink, and you start to get overwhelmed. You start to get so overwhelmed with all this stuff that you have to do, when really if you just start to take away all the extra, all the flashiness, all like the take out the extra ingredients, take out the extra cooking time, take out the fancy stuff, what is it at its core that needs to get done? And then when you look at that, it's such a simple thing, and then you can find ways to make that simple thing whatever it needs to be by layering in all the fancy stuff. But boil everything down to its simplest form, right? Instead of like looking at this ladder that you need to climb and how it's like diamond encrusted, or maybe there's like chutes coming off of it, and other ladders, it's like that board game chutes and ladders. Maybe it's something like that. But if you're just looking directly, okay, these are the ladders I need to take, simplest route, you just go there and you do one ladder at a time. Yeah, you can maybe have fun on a slide every now and then and see what's up, but then you can just get back on track and you can start doing all these little things. Stop overwhelming your brain with all the details and all the things, and just take everything and boil it down to its simplest form. Because even every single rung on a ladder, if you're just thinking, I need to take this one step at a time, that one step you might have to break down into 10 different movements, right? Like, I have to lift my foot off of this bottom rung, and then I place my foot on the next rung, and then I put pressure on it, and I lift my other foot up. It's all broken down. Everything breaks down into a series of very simple steps, and the more that you simplify it, and the more that you get down to that core, everything just... it's easier to make that little bit of progress at a time. And that's the other thing. Sometimes you get stuck in your head and you're worried about making all this progress and like finishing the ladder. I need to climb this whole fucking ladder. That's the only way I'm going to see progress, as I climb this whole ladder. But every time you lift that foot off of one rung and you make that movement to put it onto the next one, you're making progress. Progress is progress, no matter how simple, no matter how simple, no matter how small, still progress. Okay, 6:15, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna do my morning stuff, like packing lunches for school and all that fun stuff. And yeah, have an amazing day. Have an amazing Tuesday. Have an amazing Tuesday. I don't know. I had to make things weird. Okay, cool. Okay, bye.